Hey Leo, welcome to your whole story reading. So let's begin. For those of you who don't know, we're going to go through the entire deck, including the clarifying deck. Actually, there we go. Sorry, I was looking at the storyline that's coming up for you. I'm seeing for a lot of you like legal issues coming up. Oh wow, look at that. King and Queen of Wands. Oh, Four of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting like, either like a legal dispute or some sort of dispute with official documents or something like that, like or maybe a lack of agreement. All right, let's see. Let me just shuffle the clarifiers and we'll get started. Leo, what are the most important messages for Leo? Whoops. Okay. All right, that took long enough, didn't it? Sorry. But sometimes I get like really connected that way, you know, when I just allow the cards to speak to me before I even lay them out. And so I am getting, you know, this sense of there being, I feel like there's going to be a bit of a crisis, you know, not to scare you or anything. I don't think it's going to be major. I think it eventually leads up to better things. But there is this feeling of like this moment of like crisis. And actually when I was shuffling your cards, my face got really hot. So I don't know if there's going to be like a moment of anger, like intense passion, some kind of passion and emotion is what I'm getting. But that's not what this is though, because we do have the Ace of Wands coming out here as the first card. It's in the reverse though. So let's see. There's definitely it's like coming to an understanding about, especially when it comes to a very close relationship here, a marriage I'm seeing. I feel like for some of you, you're going to meet somebody new that completely blows your mind. Like this is someone, it's like they check off all the boxes and you've never met someone like that. So very intense, although I feel as though for some reason, there's a sense here of like not being ready for that. Someone is not ready for that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I feel as though somebody hasn't gotten over, you know, some kind of trauma that happened to them in the past. And so there's this wall that they've built. So I don't know if this is you or someone you're dealing with, Leo, but there's someone here who has a wall built. And so, okay, so I'm getting this sense that, I don't know why I didn't put that last card down, but yeah, I'm getting this sense that some of you are going to be meeting a really important person in your life that who can actually change your whole life. This is something that you've always wanted. I feel like this is someone who, you know, you're going to feel as though you can finally lean upon someone for support, for, you know, financial support, of course, because we are seeing the King and Queen of Pentacles. And there's this Ace of Pentacles right there as well. So it's like two very stable people and very ambitious, very responsible, ambitious, stable, you know, all those kind of characteristics in a couple. So it's almost like a power couple type of energy. And I feel like once you meet this person, it's going to be so clear to you that this is what you've always searched for. But at the same time, I feel as though some of you may be saying, I don't believe in that anymore. You know, there's a sense of, you know, maybe that's probably too good to be true. You know, there's a million and one reasons why that won't work out. You know, someone is telling themselves that or trying to convince themselves of this because, you know, taking a logical approach, maybe the situation doesn't make sense logically because, you know, A, B, or C, you fill in the blanks, whatever it is that you're dealing with. But I don't quite get the sense that it's, I mean, things happen. I just feel like somebody here was just not looking for a relationship or not looking for this situation, and it just happens. For others of you, I feel as though you had been going through a period of almost like bad luck, or, you know, where things felt very unstable, very unsure. You felt very insecure about your surroundings. There's also a lot of frustration here I'm seeing because of blockages and delays that had been encountered in the past. And this feeling of like, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything as I'm supposed to. Why isn't it happening? It is going to happen. And it's actually very soon. Although it may not seem like it, I feel like there's a need to be patient here. And I feel like whatever happens though, is going to be like, it's going to exceed your expectations. So let's see. Yeah, definitely delays. You may be waiting on some news from someone or something like that, and not getting this news. Let me see here. I feel like this tower already happened. So something may have crumbled in your life, and it's almost like you're waiting to start anew or something like that, and there's this frustration. Yeah, there was definitely an ending, but it already happened. Some of you could be mourning, even like the death of someone. So some of you could have been like in the hospital even, I'm seeing. So it was like something sudden. So we have the Hangman here in reverse twice, right next to each other. Yeah, I feel there were major changes. We have another 10 here. This is 10 of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying that King of Pentacles. I feel like a major change. So let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Again, I just feel like something that you thought for a long time, you know, there's this sense of like thinking, well, this is just how it is. You know, this is how it's always been. This is how it is. This is how I've experienced it thus far, whatever this is. But I feel like it's like painful, you know, experiences that you've had, that you're thinking you know how things work, you know, because that's how they've always happened. And all of a sudden, you know, it's a totally different experience, and it's almost like you don't know what even to do with this. Yeah, it's like this sense of like you don't believe it because it's so good, whatever it is. You know, it could be, like I said, a new relationship for some of you, or just newfound success, or financial achievement. I feel like so part of the reason why you're feeling like this, whatever this is that's happening, that's amazing. Part of the reason why you're feeling like it's too good to be true, it's because there are people around you who are definitely being very judgmental. I feel like it's more based on like this is going to change your life, whatever this is. So it is life changing. It's something that will change like who you are, how you see something. Okay, so let's say you've been super cynical about relationships, love, whatever, because of painful experiences that you've had in the past, but all of a sudden you meet someone who's actually destined for you. That's what I'm seeing here. It's somebody who has been like waiting for you to go through, you know, this process that brings about this enlightenment, and possibly a rebirth with that death card being there. You may not be completely done yet, and this might just be like the you know, that missing piece where you realize where you truly belong, what direction you truly want to, you know, embark on. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like in the past, a lot of you had that mentality of like, remember what I said, you know, you don't know where I was looking, but anyway, I was looking down here toward the Two of Swords, King of Swords, you know, that type of thing. And I was thinking, this is somebody feeling like, I've always done everything right, by the book, by the rules. You know, why aren't things going as planned if I've always done it the way it's supposed to be done? And I feel like you had taken on that way of being as your own, maybe because you thought it was your own, but I'm getting it as more so that was kind of just thrust upon you, or you were just taught that that's how it was. Okay, don't question it, basically, type of thing. And there is this enlightenment and this rebirth, and maybe even like a revolt of sorts, you know, with that Hierophant being there in the reverse. And this is obviously with the Three of Cups in reverse, clarifying that Hierophant. This is making people angry. Like, you are triggering people because they don't like this version of you. It threatens them. It intimidates them. The fact that you don't care what they think anymore, or, you know, how it's supposed to be anymore. It's making somebody so angry. And they talk about you behind your back. I'm seeing this could be family members. Very, very easily seeing, you know, like siblings, even yeah. But a major change in how you perceive life, you know, and the meaning of that, what that really means for you, what happiness really looks like for you. Because I feel like you have sacrificed a lot for the sake of practicality and, just status quo and, not ruffling any feathers, just doing as you're told, basically. And here you are, like having this confidence to start this brand new way of life and cutting away whatever doesn't support that. So yeah, again, with the Two of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, whatever decisions it is that you're making, you're getting a lot of pushback. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles reverse. People are not going to agree, and I don't think you care. I really don't. Yeah, Three of Swords reverse with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. So people have hurt you in the past. Maybe even these same family members have hurt you. They've stabbed you in the back. They've lied to you. They've maybe even stolen from you with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be like financial losses that you had to incur as a result of other people's actions, irresponsibility, and just basically letting you down, betraying you one way or another. And these are the same people that are not liking your new way of being, because again, it threatens their way of being. Yeah, I'm getting here, where you used to be very inviting, very welcoming, you're definitely putting some strong boundaries up, and you feel like you don't have any more to offer because people have extended their welcome in your life. Yeah, I feel like you've noticed that, there were certain energies around you that were blocking your path, blocking your growth, your possibilities, with their negative energy. Yeah, and this is you taking a different approach in the future, knowing that you have to build that wall of protection that we talked about. There's definitely a wall of protection, but I feel like this is very much warranted because you've been pushed to that brink, but there's something new that you're creating in your life. And yeah, we see that here with the Knave of Cups. So again, a new way of feeling, a new way of thinking, a new, just, it feels really nice. You don't need anyone else. Like, you're very happy in your own energy. And I feel like finding love just within yourself. So again, one of the most, honestly, when I was in the pre-shuffle off camera, I thought to myself, I really hope that this reading turns out the way that it feels, because it felt super positive. And honestly, all I've been getting in readings for the other signs are breakups and third-party situations, which it gets tiring after a while. So I was really looking forward to this turning out the way I hoped. And yeah, so it doesn't come without the drama though, right? So just, I think that goes without saying for you. You probably already know that there is drama, hovering around you. But you're handling it very well. All right, so as we say that, we have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups right next to each other. Wow, what is this? I'm seeing a lot of tears here, like uncontrollable emotions because of betrayal. I feel like the betrayal was perpetuated by more than one person, because I'm getting this sense here that there was especially one person, could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But I feel like this person was helping someone betray you. And this really, like, emotionally, you're still dealing with that. Okay, you're letting that go though, okay? Yeah, you're finding happiness again. But it was definitely, like I said, this is not without the drama. I'm seeing really positive cards. Look at this, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. This is like a happy household, free of these burdens from the past, from these past betrayals. I feel like you're still processing the emotional aspect of it, because it was somebody that you loved. I mean, look at all these cups. There's a lot of emotion here. It was definitely somebody that you loved, and emotionally, like, this destroyed you, whatever this person did, in cahoots with someone else, because it was, you know, it just gives me the impression, you see how these hands are like exchanging. It's almost like someone had an agreement, like, and it may not even, it could have been like a formal agreement to betray you somehow. So yeah, I could see, but you're moving out of that. Yeah, the wait is over. I feel like people are going to be reaping what they sowed. So if you know that whatever the seeds you planted were, you know, healthy, nice, well-intentioned seeds, then you have nothing to worry about, because that person, that part of the equation, it looks amazing, okay, and it feels really good. For somebody else, though, who was very manipulative, fake, you know, that kind of person, karma is here as well. So, you know, but I see you having victory over whoever it was that disappointed you. Yeah. Okay. So look at that. We have that 7 of Swords, right? And it's clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, which I was just talking about. I feel like this was amongst a group of people who were, you know, collaborating with each other, because they had what they had in common was that they all wanted to do something, like sabotage you somehow, some way. I'm getting this sense, like, okay, so actually for some of you, this could be like people in your church even. For others of you, this could be people in your family. Again, I get a very heavy family vibe. So this is like people in your family that you actually respected, you know, looked up to. This could be older people in your family, you know, or clergymen, somebody like that you had a lot of admiration for. And then all of a sudden, the veil is lifted and you see these people for who they truly are. And it's like a shock, an emotional shock. Yeah, it changes your life forever. It changes the direction of your life, how you see the future going forward, how you see like yourself going forward in relation to all of these people. So yeah, this is wow, 4 of Cups. It's like, you know, God, whoever you believe in, is illuminating something that's going to be painful, but there is a huge purpose to this, and this is like to liberate you from what you didn't even see was going on around you. Yeah, so we have Temperance. Somebody was definitely like emotionally manipulating you. They wanted to make you think that you were cared about by them, but I'm getting this was more of a plot. Okay, but this is over though. If you were dealing again with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio person, I feel like your chapter with them is complete. There may have been, you know, like a karmic purpose to this, whatever this experience was, but it's complete. The contract is done. Yeah. So again, I feel like that's a contract, but I feel it's more on a spiritual level. So whatever it was that was destined to happen here, It's happened. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've seen what you needed to see. And now it's time to kind of move on from this. Put that burden down. Yeah. 10 of Wands to the Ace of Wands. Put that burden down so you can start something fresh and exciting. And look at that. We have the King of Cups with the 10 of Cups. I mean, that's an immense amount of love, but it's the kind of love that you know is true, that you know is fair, that you know is healthy. Wow, the Four of Wands and the Lovers. I'm telling you, some of you are going to meet like your twin flame. And I don't say that often, but I am seeing that here for someone. It's like you went through something so painful, and the test was for you to be able to release it. Understand that, yes, this was not under your control. It was an illusion. Whatever you thought was the truth was not. And being able to love yourself enough to just let it go and allow yourself to have happiness going forward. And I feel like that is what is happening here. You find that ultimate happiness. Yeah. So the seeds that you have planted had led to this newfound wisdom. It's as though, you know, your spirit guides have been guiding you toward the direction, you know, where, first of all, where you needed what needed to be brought into attention for you, into focus, because you were not focusing on that. And until that, you know, situation with people who were not who they said they were, until you fix that situation, you could not move on to, because imagine you had met this person here, amazing person in your life, amazing support system, but you were still surrounded by snakes. You might be a prize, but if you're surrounded by snakes, I guarantee you the most loving person will have a lot more difficulty getting close to you, because you know, it's human nature. You can't help but think if someone is surrounded by snakes, well, it's pretty safe to say they might be a snake too, right? But it's not always the case. Sometimes people don't know that they're surrounded by snakes. And I feel like you were in that situation. Yeah, so these snakes with the Magician in reverse here, they're definitely going through the same thing that you're going through. You are reaping what you've sown. So whatever, you know, was planted in the past by you and by these people, it is springtime, so we are going to see what flourishes. And for you, like I said, it looks absolutely amazing. But for that Magician in reverse, that manipulator, that liar, not so much. And that's when people come crawling back. Yeah. So when things have changed for the positive for you and things are not going well for them, because that is how, you know, karmic justice works. You're no longer going to be available to these people anymore. Yeah. So there's a need for you for your own good, for your own success, for your own well-being, Six of Wands, you're going to have to cut some people off out of your life. That's what I'm seeing, because this is very harsh. The King of Swords in reverse next to that Two of Cups in reverse is harsh. It's a hard no. It's a pass. So yeah, I'm getting here. Look, if you're going to be done with this, you got to just be done with it and clean your hands, take out the garbage. Because if you continue to have this be a part of your life and continue with the back and forth and allowing the drama back in, they're going to drag you down with them. So yeah, see? The Sun in reverse. Because then they would be playing on your impulsivity, your temper, you know, the weaknesses that they've come to know are a part of who you are. But that's where they can get you. That's where, you know, they start to sweet talk you again. That Queen of Cups person, I feel like strong, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. I feel like this person is going to try, to circle back around, and try to get into your life, not because they want to come back into your life, but because they want to cause drama. They want to throw you off your game. They don't want you to seamlessly transition into a higher level of consciousness, because they're not ready for that. And they know that they cannot go with you, and that pisses them off. But yeah, this is saying Nine of Swords in reverse. Not your problem. Not your problem. Keep going. Not your problem. I feel like it's really important for you guys to stay positive no matter what. Because there are people here who are trying to sabotage you, and by sabotage, all it takes is putting you in a bad mood. That can sabotage your whole day, your productivity, your relationships and interactions with other people, how well a job you do at work, all kinds of things. And so that's exactly what their plan is to keep you down, to keep you unhealed, constantly having to heal a new wound that they've inflicted, because you've opened yourself up to that. So I feel like this is more so a message of warning, like see what's really happening here. Look past the illusion, because there were a lot of illusions. We saw that, a lot of illusions around you. Yeah, look, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. All that drama, all that BS, all that talking, it's a game. They're playing a game with you. And you have to know well enough, be confident in yourself to know that it is not you. And it's these people who are trying to hold you back. They don't want you to progress, because they see, the fire back in you, and they don't like it. That's what makes them intimidated by you, is that fire that you have within you. Pisses them off because they don't have it. They don't have that same fire. And they know that if they had that same fire, they would be, on the moon. But they don't have it. And so they don't want you getting to the moon without them. Okay, yeah. Woo. I'm seeing some kind of bad news, or like a sudden revelation, like a harsh news, though, is what I'm getting. I'm seeing like not being able to move forward on plans that were made. Okay, interesting. So the Empress on top and here on the bottom. Okay, so it's clarifying the world. So a completion and then the creation of something new. Yeah, so again, Ace and then a 10. So completion and ending, that type of energy. So definitely a new cycle. Wow, see the Tower and the 3 of Swords. Oof. So again, you see, this news, this truth, I feel as though there's a surprise revelation, some truth coming out that is weighs very heavily on your heart. Yeah. A sense of defeat. Something happens here that's very sudden. You know what I'm getting, Leo? I feel as though you're going to have like some intuition that there's something that you need to do, something that, or, okay, I hate to say this, but I feel like somebody might have like like some kind of emergency health issue. And it could be an older person, an older person around you. I feel like this... It's like you had a premonition or something like that, that there should have been, or you're feeling like you should have done something. You should have, like there was a way that you could have prevented something. And it leaves you feeling like you didn't do your part. Okay, so if you have premonitions or just a gut feeling, you know, of whatever it is, it's like it's so hard to say because it could be something so small. And I feel like the point here really is for you to understand that if that happens, if anything happens like that, and you didn't think to do something, or you missed something, like these are things that are just kind of, it happened, like it's destiny sometimes for things to be that way. So, you know, you didn't do it on purpose. I mean, you got to really see things from a higher perspective, because I feel like some of you are beating yourselves up because you didn't listen to your intuition in some sort of emergency situation. So for some of you, it could be like a mother figure. I'm seeing like parents, so it could be mother, father. 6 of Cups. Okay, interesting. For others of you, I'm getting here that there's some kind of truth being revealed, again, about someone who you had a lot of respect for, and you're now seeing this person like a fool. And this is like messing you up mentally, because yeah, it's like you're looking back at the past and you're like, how did I ignore? Because again, I'm getting like this sense like you had an inkling, you had a premonition or something, like your intuition was telling you that something was not right. And you did notice these things, but you just let them be. Like you didn't want to be judgmental, or just for the simple fact that this was somebody who you really, admired or respected. Again, it could have been like an older person in your family, could have been an Aries. This could have been a husband, a father figure, someone like that. I feel like there's an immense amount of disappointment, sadness, disbelief, and then distrust in like your own judgment. But there's a lot of emotion happening here. So I'm just seeing like major chapters being closed in your life. And this is leading to like a complete transformation and rebirth of who you were as a person. Yeah, you realize that, being very, Leo is a fixed sign, so you could have been very static for a period of time. So living in the same neighborhood, same area, is something like that. Or just being very stubborn, like not wanting to change your habits or change your way of doing things. You're realizing that this has held you back quite a bit. Oh, wow. So Knight of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords reverse, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Air, a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you're dealing with someone like that, but I feel like there was a lot of people around you who were lying to you. Again, a lot of illusions. People were not who they said they were. There was a lot of lying happening, and it was for the purpose of keeping you stuck. They didn't want you to change because how you were was very, very convenient for who, what their agenda was. I'm getting here that a lot of you are making your whereabouts unknown. Not to say that you're hiding. Well, yeah, you kind of are, with the moon being there and the Two of Wands. Some of you could be moving and not telling anyone. Or you're just like ghosting people. You want to be invisible. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's for the purpose of like just protecting your energy. That's what I have here, because of the fact that you're now recognizing that there were so many people who wanted to sabotage your progress, your growth, and you need to be on your way. And I'm just seeing you having this new life, but like you don't want to offer to whoever was holding you back in the past. They don't have a spot in your life anymore, and this may be something new for you. Like maybe you've never done this. Or it's very difficult for you to do something like this, but you're doing it. You're cutting people off left and right. That's what I'm seeing. And it's for your own benefit, your own good. I'm seeing you going in a good direction. And all of those people that you've had to cut off or that exited your life for one reason or another, they will be replaced by people who truly belong. I feel like there's just people trying to tempt you all the time, or they're like trying to push your buttons or something. Yeah, with the Three of Cups. There's always, I'm seeing a lot of gossip around you, but you know exactly. So whatever the gossip was, whatever was being said, that was kind of malicious against you is going to come out. Maybe that's that revelation that kind of hurts you. So you may be finding something out of people, whatever they've been saying about you. I think it hurts you maybe for about a minute, and then you're focusing on your future, because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a lot of abundance, like a quick accumulation of financial stability. And it's yours alone. This is not, I'm getting like, it's not shared money. It's not something that you got through a job. It's not something that you acquired with the help of anyone. This is yours and yours alone. And it's very quick. I feel like you're fooling a lot of people. The King of Cups. Because I'm just getting here. This is like a new strategy that you're implementing here. But I'm getting that I feel like in the past you may have held your heart, or had your heart on your sleeve. I don't know, whatever the saying is, but you know what I mean. Everything that you felt, thought, whatever your intentions were, it was like always written all over your face, or you were actually expressing this. very passionately. Of course, you're a very passionate person. However, you realize that you were giving enemies ammunition because they always knew what your next step was going to be. You were very easy to read because of your passionate nature. It was very easy to kind of see which direction you were going to take next because you were kind of advertising it to everyone because you had that level of trust, or at least you thought you did. Now you know better. And there's a lot of stealth movement I'm seeing here, a lot of new beginnings that you're having that you're not telling anybody about, a lot of plans that you have that you're not telling anybody about, aspirations, whatever it is that you are looking forward to, you don't even want anybody to know about. A thought in your head, a dream that you had, you don't want anything to spoil what you have coming. Because there are people who are trying to spoil what you have coming because there's a lot of envy. I'm getting envy, gossip, that type of negativity, but you are very wise to it. And I see you as like downplaying a lot of your power, your self-confidence, newly found self-confidence I'm seeing, because I feel like you were down for some time. Not that you never had it, but you were down for some time, and I feel like you're on your way back up, and very quickly, might I add. But this is definitely like you just don't want to set off anybody's alarms for them to come attack you once again. So I do feel like there's a lot of repression of your emotions now. Like you've learned how to manage them better so that they're not used as a weapon against you. Yeah, you're just done with other people's input and drama. Again, look, we have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. It's like you're cutting that off. You're not going to be a part of their little game. And then we have the Devil clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So whatever offer you're getting, from somebody from your past that didn't want you to succeed, you know what to say to that. That is just the devil himself trying to get in your head and slow you down. But I think you're too wise to what is happening here. Yeah, you've taken control. You've taken control of your future and the direction that you are headed. We have the Queen of Wands here with the Eight of Wands. And that's why things are moving quickly, because now you know what direction you're definitely headed to. Yeah. It's like, I feel like in the past you depended on other people's support. Not necessarily financial, but, for them to just be there for you, lend a shoulder for you to cry on if need be, something like that. And they were never around, and you were always kind of feeling, depressed because of that. And instead of focusing on where you wanted to be, you were very much focused on the emotional aspect of how these people made you feel. And that's exactly where they wanted you, because that's how they could manipulate you. It's the only way they know how to manipulate you. But now you're just focused on you and what you've got going on. And they can't hold you back anymore because you're just not participating. You're just not there for them to be planting those seeds in your head. And that's why this need I'm getting here of you being like kind of stealth, kind of invisible for a while. It's a way of neutralizing people. And this is part of your transformation, is knowing how to protect your energy. Yeah. And whoever you give attention to, it's because you know that love, those positive emotions are being recycled between the two of you. It's a give and a take. It's not a constantly giving and giving and giving. Yeah, look at that strength in reverse with the Six of Wands. I feel like this is, it may be contrary to how you naturally are, where maybe you would have been more assertive and in your face to someone. But in this case, for you to get out without having to deal with somebody's bullshit or whatever, and just to benefit yourself, it was better to just leave quietly, Leo. That's what I feel. Yeah, because you're in the middle of some changes in your life and you don't want anyone, spoiling it. So you're very, very protective, I'm seeing, of your decisions, of what it is that you're aspiring to. You don't even want people to know. You see that wall, the Nine of Wands again. That wall that, like, you're blocking anybody who wants to come back into your life, try to sneak back in. No, they're not getting back in, because you know that if you allow them back in, you're going to be right where you started. Nine of Swords, worrying, and no. So that's why this King of Cups is very important here, because when you're at the King of Cups, or you're embodying that type of energy, it's when you know you've kind of mastered the art of emotions, right? So you're not letting the emotions overwhelm you or overcome you, that you handle them. You have them under control. This is not having it under control. But you're not operating that way anymore. They want you to get there, but no, it's not happening. So let's see, what are the final messages for Leo? Final messages. Just one card. So we have here at the bottom of the deck, you're very close to achieving your goal. Didn't I say that? You're right there. We're right there. My gosh. Okay. So it's time to release negativity. All those negative people, you're not doing anything wrong. I feel like some of you may sometimes suffer from guilt, from cutting people off, but no, this was absolutely necessary and needed in order for you to achieve this goal. Like I said, once you focus on yourself, things just fall right into place, and quickly. That's the key word there. Okay, let me read this for you. Let's see, full moon in Scorpio. Okay, if you've been feeling paranoid or acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Absolutely. I mean, it cannot be any clearer. So that's your message, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye.